Which one of A through H, or which ones are polynomials?
A and, sorry.
A is, that's correct. Oops.
B.
Hold on, I need a pen actually. A is, yes.
B.
Is B a polynomial?
Of course.
Does anyone agree? Is there anyone that disagrees? I'm going to disagree.
Why?
Okay, what's the definition? If you look back, flip back. What is this right here? It's a -2.
Oh, it has to be positive.
It has to be positive. Okay? So if you look back at our definition, one of our things that says it's not a polynomial is negative exponents, right? So my exponents have to be positive. Thank you, by the way. Okay, next. What's my next one?
D.
D, correct? Okay, next. There's 4.
H? Wait, sorry, C?
C, correct, yeah. Because my coefficients can be fractions. It's just that my exponents cannot be.
It's not E.
It's G, good. Yep, there we go. Yep, it's not E because I can't have a square root.
Yep, and
It's not F because I can't have my variable be an exponent.
Yep.
And it's not H because I can't have a logarithm, which we're going to learn about in a couple units. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So what is a degree? What's the definition? What is the degree? The definition of degree? You guys all, I saw on your paper, you guys all had it written down. What's the definition of degree?
Is it the highest exponent?
It's the highest exponent. Awesome. Okay. And what's the leading coefficient?
Is it the number that begins the equation?
Not quite.
Okay, I thought so.
It's the following number from. It's like the. It's the following coefficient of the exponent.
Yeah, it's the number with the highest exponent.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the degree of A?
3.
3, because it has the highest exponent, right? So what's my leading coefficient? 3, because that's the coefficient with my highest exponent. It's 3x cubed, okay? So what's the degree of B? 4. And what's my leading coefficient? There we go. Awesome. Okay, so A, we're kind of multiplying and adding at the same time. So someone just give me the answer for B. A. Sorry, whichever number we're on. A.
What?
What's my answer for x plus 1 minus 3 times x plus 4?
Negative 2x minus 11.
Oh, yes. Negative 2x minus 11. I put plus 11. Thanks. Okay, what about for B? The second one. Ayush, I know you have it right. What's the answer?
30y 3
Cubed.
cubed plus 8y squared minus 6y.
Squared minus 6y. Very good. Okay? If you guys need me to do any of these, please let me know. Right? And then the answer for C. Ooh. Anybody get C done? Nobody got C done? Yeah. Theo, is it? It's Theo, right?
Yes, 2y squared plus 5x plus 59.
What?
Right.
For number C, this one with the all X's in it?
How'd you get Y in there?
I don't know.
I got x.
Okay, Lucy.
X to the 5th plus 7x to the 4th plus 8x to the 4th minus 28x squared minus 48.
Yes, good. So I couldn't write that fast. So x to the cubed minus 28x squared minus 48x. Nice job. Okay. Do you guys need me to do it? Those of you who didn't get it?
Yeah, can you do it?
Yeah, sure. I used it doing the box method. And I have x squared, 7x, and 12, and x cubed, and negative 4x. So this is x to the 5th, 7x to the 4th, 12x cubed, negative 4x cubed, negative 28x squared, negative 48x. Combine your like terms and you get this answer right here.
Which one?
Okay? Does that make sense?
C.
Okay. I think, Theo, you were trying to give me the answer for number B, right? Okay. And that was 30y cubed plus 8y squared minus 6y. Okay. Okay, so letter D. What do we have? We're just adding and subtracting.
I'm working on this right now.
Okay.
Wait, what? Wait,
Deshaun.
it's subtracting?
2x squared minus 3x plus 53.
Oh, minus 3x, right? 3x plus 53. Beautiful. That was just adding and
I made
subtracting.
this way too complicated.
Why?
I multiplied everything.
They add you by certain.
There's minus and subtract signs between the parentheses. I only multiply if the parentheses are touching.
I thought I was supposed to distribute them. That's why.
Nope. Well, even if you distribute the negative, you're just distributing the sign, so it should still be add and subtract.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the last four here. How about A? I know some of you guys got this far because I saw your papers. So you can rewrite this out. I could write this out as t to the 5th minus 5t to the 4th plus 9t cubed plus 3t to the 7th minus t to the 4th minus 4t cubed plus 2, right? And then I'm just adding, these last ones, mostly I'm just adding and subtracting. So my answer becomes 3t to the 7th.
Plus t to the 5th.
Yep.
Minus 6t to the 4th plus 5. I can't read. T to the 3rd.
Cubed.
T to the 3rd plus 2.
Yeah, good. Yep. So you can write it out that way. Or you could just use your head and do it in your brain. Whichever way you want to do it. So B becomes what? I'm doing F minus G now instead of add.
Negative 3t to the 7th
Beautiful.
plus t to the 5th
Yes.
minus 4t to the 4th plus 13t to the 13th minus 2.
Minus 2, right? Nice. Okay. Good job, you guys. And C is G minus F. So what do I get? Somebody? Anybody? Okay. 3t to the 7th minus t to the 5th plus 4t to the 4th minus 13t cubed plus 2. And what do I do on D?
You just multiply, you put the 5 on the outside as well, on the equation.
Yeah, I'm going to multiply through by 5 on G first. Good. And then add and multiply by 2. So I got 15. When I multiply, I got 15t to the 7th minus 5t to the 4th minus 20t cubed plus 10. And then 2t to the 5th. I kind of squeezed that in there. Minus 10t to the 4th plus 18t cubed. And when I add them all together, 15t to the 7th plus 2t to the 5th minus 15t to the 4th minus 2t cubed plus, oh, that should be a cubed, plus 10. Questions? Did I do it wrong?
No, you did it right. I multiplied them instead of adding them.
Oh, yeah, there's an add in there. Okay? Any questions? Okay, awesome. Really quickly before we go on to the lesson, if you guys will just turn back a page. This, every time we have one of these come up, and we didn't do it today because I haven't told you what this is. This is our concept list. If you didn't see them last year, I'm sorry. Some of the teachers don't do them. This basically means we're going to have a checkpoint over this material. Okay? So next class period, we will have a checkpoint over adding, subtracting, and multiplying. Okay? So this will tell you what it is. If you don't know, we made little links at the bottom. I will post it on Canvas so the links will be live and you won't have to type them in there if you need extra to look at them. Okay, does that make sense? Any questions on this? Okay, so every time we run into one of these, within a day or two, we'll have a checkpoint. Okay? So next class we have a checkpoint. Check.
When you put them on our grade, you put them on our grade, it's the second attempt or the first attempt?
I do first attempt, and then if you get a better score on the second attempt, it will change. Okay? And speaking of attempts, thank you. The end term is going to go into Power Teacher, but I can mark a little box that says it doesn't count on your grade. So it just helps me keep track of it. It's a way for me to keep track of it till we take it in 2 months again. Does that make sense? Yeah. So it is going to go in, but there's a little box, so it doesn't count on your grade, but it's in there storing your grade. Okay, so don't freak out when you see like a 1 out of 12. Okay, because the scores went from 1 to 7 out of 12. Okay, so that's about what I expected because you haven't learned any of this stuff, right? It's okay, but it's not going to affect your grade, and I just wanted to tell you guys that. And you two still need to come in and take it. Fisher, Sarah. Okay? All right, so I wanted to tell you guys that before I put it in there and you all freaked out about your grade. Okay. So let's go on. Today we're going to do long division. Woo! Yes, I know. We all love long division.
That made me cry in 4th grade.
Yes, I know. Fourth grade. Good. I was trying to remember what grade it was taught in. 4th grade. Good.
My teacher was wondering, why are you crying?
So it is long division. And there are some simpler ways to do long division for polynomials. And we're going to talk about some of them today. We're going to talk about some of them tomorrow. But they are limited. Okay, so some of the methods you have to do long division. There's just no way around it. Depending on what we're dividing by. Okay, so sometimes you just have to do long division. So it's done the same way. It's done exactly the same way as we were taught to do long division. It's just got variables in there, and it's kind of uglier, right? So I'm still going to find out what goes, we're just going to kind of talk about this, right? So if I'm doing 12 divided by 227, I say, how many times does 12 go into 27? 2 times, right? 2 times 12 is 24, and then I subtract. And then I bring down, right? You know how to do long division. Everyone does that, right?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? It's done the same exact way. So I'm going to tell myself, I'm looking at the x first. I'm just looking at the x. And I say, what do I multiply x by to get 2x squared?
2x.
2x. And then I take my 2x and I multiply it by everything.
What?
I multiply it by every. So you know how you multiply, right? 2 times 12 is 24.
Yeah.
This time I'm multiplying, I have a binomial, so I have to multiply it by that whole binomial. Or a trinomial. Sometimes I'm dividing by 3 terms instead of 2 terms. Okay? So I'm going to say 2x times x gives me 2x squared. And 2x times 2 gives me 4x, right? You guys know how to distribute? Yeah? Okay, and then I'm going to subtract. Oh my gosh, I'm going to subtract.
Oh.
Same thing. 7 minus 4 gives me 3x. I bring it down. And then I say, what do I multiply x by to get 3x? 3. And then I distribute my 3 through. We're going to do this, okay? I'm not just going to show you this way. We're going to do it a couple times. And then we get down, and then we get a remainder. And the remainder is not written this way, and I'm going to show you how we write the remainder also. Okay? So let's look at this problem. It's written, the problems are written one of 2 ways, with the divide sign or as a fraction, right? Same as with long division. They do not use the little house for division here, okay? Unless we're doing the long division thing. The first thing we're going to look at when we do long division is can I factor it? Because if I can factor, it's so much easier. So if I can factor the top part, makes long division a bazillion times easier. So if we're looking at this problem that says x squared plus 7x plus 12, can I factor that? Yeah, I can factor it. What does it factor to? I'm going to do this one over here. What does it factor to? Because they're the same problem, right? This one and this one, same problem. What does x squared plus 7x plus 12 factor to?
4 and 3.
Right, it factors to x plus 4 and x plus 3, correct? All over x plus 3. Okay? Everyone okay with that, with the factoring part?
Oh, so it's just x plus 4 then.
Right, because there's an x plus 3 on the bottom and an x plus 3 on the top, so I get x plus 4. Okay? That's the simplest way to do division. Guess how many times it works that way?
99%.
Oh, you so wish. Probably the other way around.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
1%.
Yeah, probably 1% of the time doesn't work that way.
That's fine.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to cry.
Yeah. Sorry. I don't want to make you guys cry, but long division is one of the things we need to learn this year. Especially if you're going, I'm going to say it early. If you're taking calculus next year, make sure you know how to do this. Okay? If you're going into sciences or math or engineering in college, it's better to take calculus in high school when you only have 20 to 30 kids in the class versus college when you have 200 kids in the class.
Yay!
Okay? So I'm just going to throw it out there, especially if you go to a big school. Okay? All right, polynomial. So we're going to divide. Can I factor 7x squared plus, x squared plus 7x squared? Oh, my Lanta. Hey, let's try again. X squared plus 7x plus 10. Can I factor that one?
Yeah.
Okay, what does it factor to? So it factors to x plus 2 and x plus 5 divided by x plus 3. Did that help me at all?
Yes.
No, because there's no x plus 3 in my numerator.
Oh, wait, no. What-
So it didn't really help me, right? So I'm going to erase that because it didn't help me and I need the room. So I'm going to do long division. So I have my x squared plus 7x plus 10. And I'm going to divide by x plus 3. And what I want to look at when I'm doing this is I want to look at my x. And I'm always going to focus on that x first, okay? So I want to say x times what gives me x squared? X. Okay? So far, so good?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to multiply, just like in long division, I'm going to multiply that x times whatever my divisor is.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to multiply it by the x plus 3. So x times x is x squared, and x times 3 is 3x. And then the next step in division is to subtract. So x squared minus x squared is 0. And 7x minus 3x is?
What?
4x.
4x.
Thank you.
I thought we were, my bad.
That's okay.
I
I said 7 minus 3 and you said 2. And I'm like, that's okay. And then I'm going to bring down everything else, which just happens to be my 10. Okay? And we're going to start the process all over again. It's the same thing all over again, right? So what do I multiply x by to get 4x? 4. Okay, plus 4. I think you're already through, right? So 4 times x is?
4x.
And 4 times 12 is? 4 times 3 is? 12. Great. And then I subtract, and I get what?
-2.
-2. So this is how we write our remainder, right? If I'm coming up here, sometimes I write my remainder. I'm just going to pop back up here. This would be 23 and 1/12, right? You write your remainder as a fraction? You guys remember how we do that? Write our remainders as fractions? Well, guess what? We write our remainder as a fraction. So this would be -2 over x plus 3. And that's my answer. X plus 4 minus 2 over x plus 3.
Yay.
How did you get on the x squared plus 3x?
Mm-hmm.
How did you get that? Just how many times?
I took x times x
Yeah.
and x times 3.
But how about the bottom one?
This one?
The 4x plus 12.
Then I took the 4 because that's where I was at, and I took 4 times x and 4 times 3. You distribute. Okay? I'm going to show you another method, you guys. There's another way to do it. Okay? that I learned last year. I want you to know, and it kind of blew my mind. There's those things that sometimes as a math teacher you just learn that are new that are like, why didn't I think of that? Right? So much easier, at least in my mind. And Miss Martinova, we were just like, what the heck? And so now, even last year, kids were like, much easier and faster. Okay? So we're going to do it this way. We're going to do the next one. And this next one's a little different method. So you can do long division, and it works no matter what. It works when I have a number. If it was 2x plus 3, I can do it that way. If it's x squared plus 2x plus 3, I can do long division that way. It works anyway. Okay? Then there's yes.
So what if we do not get a remainder? Do we just?
Then your remainder 0, then it would have just been x plus 3.
Okay.
Or x plus 4, whichever it was.
All right.
Okay? All right. So I purposely last time multiplied with a multiplication box, right?
Yeah.
Okay? Because you can use long division that way too, only going backwards.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's the way that is, I think, more intuitive, and last year was like, okay? So we're going to do that. So I have, well, I don't know how long my box needs to be. I'm just going to make one. I don't know how long I'm going to need it. We'll do that many pieces. And I have my x plus 3. Okay? My first answer, 6x cubed, needs to go here. Okay? So same first question. What do I multiply x by to get 6x cubed? 6x squared. Great. Okay? Are we okay so far? Now, 3 times 6x squared is what? Times 18x squared. Okay? And then remember that when we're adding this together, this box and this box needs to add to be this number. So what do I add to 18x squared to get negative 2x squared? Negative 20x squared. Beautiful. Go ahead. Ask again. I can say it again. I'll say it as many times as you need me to. Okay. I need to take these two boxes. So when I'm multiplying this, let me just do a little quick one here. So if I have like x, sorry. I can see it on the iPad. If I have x plus 2 and x minus 3, right? I get x squared, 2x, negative 3x, and negative 6. These two numbers add to be my middle number. So what I'm trying to find, I want these two boxes need to add to be this next number. So if this box is 18x, what do I need to add to 18x to get negative 2x squared? Negative 20x squared. Does that make sense now?
Yeah, okay.
Okay? So now what do I multiply x by to get negative 20x squared? Negative 20x. Thanks, Sarah. And negative 20x, I forgot how big the numbers get on this one. Negative 20x times 3 is what? Negative 60x. So I'm going to do the same thing, right? What do I multiply? What do I add to negative 60x to get negative x? 59x. Oops, 59x. Okay? X times what number gives me 59x? 59. And I don't have my calculator now. What's 59 times 3? 177. Thank you. 177. And then what do I have to add to 177 to get 1? Negative 176. And there's my remainder. Because there's no x. I can't multiply x by anything to get negative 176, right? Done. So my answer becomes 6x squared minus 20x plus 59 minus 176 divided by x plus 3. I'm going to tell you this. Either long division works for you or this works for you. Usually most people can't do both ways. Pick one and go with it. Does that make sense? You don't have to learn both ways. Yes, honey?
Why is it 6x squared instead of cubed?
Because I said this is... I needed to know what I multiply x by to get 6x cubed. Remember, this is a multiplication table. Can I slide this back up a minute? Okay, so this is a multiplication table, right? What, this times this has to equal this. So what do I multiply x by to get this answer? Right? So what do I multiply x by to get this? And then when I multiply this out, if I simplify this, I should get this answer. So x cubed gives me x cubed. 18x squared minus 20x squared gives me negative 2x squared. Negative 60x plus 59x gives me negative 1. And then 177 minus 176 gives me plus 1. So this gives me this. Yeah.
Why is it 59 instead of 59x? Let's see how it's a 59x.
What do I multiply x by to get 59x?
Oh, I see.
59 times x gives me 59x. Okay? That's the same question she asked, but only with the x squared. Okay. We'll do another example of it, okay? Because for me, this is much neater than doing the long division one.
Yeah, this makes sense.
See, and some people are like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
And they get the long division. I had half and half last year get it and not get it.
I can get a long division when it's like being done.
Yeah.
Like when I see someone do it, I'm like, oh, you do that now. But
Yeah.
when I have to set it up, I'm like,
Okay, so let's do the same thing. So I'll do this one by long division and the next one by the box method so you guys can see them once again, okay? So we've got, let's see, 4x cubed plus 3x squared minus 2x plus 1 divided by x plus 3. I probably wrote too big. Okay. What do I multiply x by to get 4x cubed?
4x squared.
4x squared. And then I multiply, then I distribute it through, correct?
Yes.
So 4x squared times x gives me 4x cubed. And 4x squared times 3 is
12x squared.
12x squared. And then I subtract. And I'm going to start writing a lot smaller. So this is negative, but I'll blow it up so you guys can see it. Negative 9, negative 9x squared minus 2x plus 1. 12 minus 3, yeah, that's 9. Okay, what do I multiply x by to get negative 9x squared?
Just negative 9x.
Negative 9x, beautiful. And then I'm going to take that negative 9x and multiply it by everything. So negative 9x times x is negative x squared. And negative 9x times 3 is negative 7x. And then I'm going to, and I'll tell you, this is where most people mess up, is they don't subtract. They subtract the first one and don't subtract the second one. So make sure you have to subtract the whole thing. So it should be 25x.
What?
I'm subtracting. So minus a minus is That's what I just got done saying. That's where most people mess up. They don't subtract the second one also. So it's negative 2x minus a negative 27x, which is a positive 25x.
Negative 25 is
Positive 25.
what? Oh, because you got to make a 0. Yeah, plus 25. Sorry.
It's okay. So x times what number gives me 25x? 25. And 25 times x is 25x. And 25 times 3 is 75.
Yeah, so 1.
And I'm going to subtract that. And that gives me negative 74.
You forgot to put the negative on the 25x.
There is no negative on the 25x. Which 25x? I put the subtract sign right here. It's subtract the whole thing, not just the 25x. That's why I put it in parentheses with the negative on the outside.
I'm thinking about the power.
It's not. This is negative 2x minus a minus 27. That's negative 2x plus 27x, which is positive 25x.
Okay.
Is that not correct? Minus a minus is plus?
Yeah, minus is a plus.
So that's negative 2x plus 27.
Oh. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, I get you.
okay. Great. And then, so my remainder is negative 74 plus x plus 3. Long division. Please remember to subtract the second number. Okay? If you choose to do long division. Okay, so here we go on number 4. Do I need to wait a second? If I'm going too fast and I move too fast, let me know.
Give me a minute.
Okay, great. We have plenty of time. Okay, are you good?
No.
Okay.
How does that work though? Does that negative just make it a
Which negative?
Oh, okay, I figured that.
Okay. I don't know which negative he's talking about. Okay. So now I'm going to do the box method again. And I'm going to just leave my box open. You don't have to do it this way. You can choose to do the long division way if you want to and see if you get the same answer. Okay? So I've got x plus 2, and this is 2x to the 4th. So 2x to the 4th. So what do I multiply x by to get 2x to the 4th? 2x cubed. And 2x cubed times 2 is 4x cubed. What do I add 4x cubed to get 5x cubed? X cubed. Okay, so far?
Yeah.
Okay, x times what gives me x cubed? X squared. And x squared times 2 is? 2x squared. What do I add 2x squared to give me 5x squared? 3x squared. What do I multiply x by to give me 3x squared? 3x. 2 times 3x is 6x. What do I add to 6x to get 10x? 4x. What do I multiply x by to get 4x? 4. 4 times 2 is 8. What do I add to 8 to get 8? 0. So my answer is 2x cubed plus x squared plus 3x plus 4 done.
I think that was easier.
Choose which method you like best and do that one.
I think that was easier.
Okay? It is faster, right? See how I just left mine open on the end?
Yeah.
You can just leave it open and then you can add more if you need. Does that make sense? Yeah. I popped it back if you needed to see it. Adrian?
What?
I,
Yes.
Okay. So you have 4 problems to do. I do not care which method you use. I'm giving you 8 minutes.
What did you get for the last one? I want to know if I get
2 minutes per question. All right, so I'm not going to lie. I prefer the box method, so I'm going to do it that way. You guys don't have to do it that way, but you should get the same answer. It doesn't matter, right? Okay, so I've got x minus 9 and x squared, so I should multiply by x and get negative 9x. Negative 9x plus 5x gives me negative 4x. And x times 5 gives me 5x, so this is negative 45. What do I add to negative 45 to give me negative 14? 31?
Yeah.
31. So x plus 5 plus 31 over x minus 9. And almost everyone I saw got the first one right. Good job. Except you forgot your plus signs. Okay? So second one. I really want to get to the third one. So x minus 4, x cubed. So what do I multiply x by to get x cubed? X squared. And x squared times negative 4 is negative 4x squared. I should have made my boxes bigger. Here, I'll just make this bigger. Negative 4x squared plus what gives me 2x squared? That would be 6x squared. And x times what gives me 6x squared would be 6x. And then this would be negative 24x. And negative 24 plus what gives me negative 5x. And I think that's 19x. 19x. And then x times 19 gives me 19x. And 19 times 4 is negative 80 minus 4, negative 76. And then negative 76 plus what gives me 1692. So x squared plus 6x plus 19 plus 92 divided by x minus 4. Questions? Okay. C. Okay, this is the one that everyone kind of has a question on, whether it's long division or the box method. It didn't really matter. So I've got x plus 4. Sorry, I'm looking at the time. 6x to the 4th. So I multiply by 6x cubed. And I get 24x cubed. And what do I add to 24x cubed to get 14x cubed? Negative 10x cubed. And then that would be negative 10x squared times 4 is negative 40x cubed. And then, oh, sorry, negative 40x squared. And this is the problem. Right here, everyone stop me and ask me the same question. There's no x squared here. What do I do? Well, that means there is an x squared. It's just a 0x squared. Do they have to write 0x squared? No. But there is an x squared. It's just 0x squared, right? So what do I add to negative 40x squared to get 0x squared? 40x squared. Okay? So then what do I multiply x by to get 40x squared? 40x. And 40 times 4 is what? 160x. Okay, you two? Okay. And then 160x times plus what gives me, and this is here, now we have 180, right? Negative 60 times, 160 plus what gives me negative 20? Well, that's a negative 100. Oh, that's not 100. Negative 180x. So that gives me negative, so it is negative 180. Okay? So that was your guys' question, right? Right there. And negative 180 times 4 is 640. Is that right? 4 times 8 is 32. No, 32. 720. Negative 720. And then what do I add to negative 720 to get negative 44? 600 and something. What is it? 76. Thank you. 676. Sorry, I'm really slow at, I can multiply much faster than I can subtract. So my answer is 6x cubed minus 10x squared plus 40x minus 180 plus 676 over x plus 4. Whether you did a long division or the box method, which is both long division, by the way, just a different way to do it, You should have got the same answer. Nice job. Okay. And then I'm just, because most of the people did long division, I'm going to do this one long division just because. So I've got 10b cubed minus 21b squared plus 16b minus 65. B minus 6. 10b squared gives me 10b cubed minus 60b squared. And I subtract that.
40.
And I get 39b squared. Is that right? Yeah, 39b squared. Plus 16b minus 65. So this should be plus 39b. So that's 39b squared minus some big number. 6 times 40. 6 times 4 is 24 minus 6. That's not going to work for me this time. How much is it? Yeah, minus 6. Let's just do this. 39 times 6. Negative 234. Which is what I would have done if I would have kept going. So 234 plus 16 is 250. B minus 65. Oh, my Lanta. Plus 250. 250b times 6. Whew. Okay, 1500. 1500. Subtract that. 65. 1435 plus 1435 divided by b minus 6. Wow. That was a rough one. Only because of multiplication. Huh? Lots of big numbers. Yeah.
You're like the dad teaching a kid how to swim in a pool by putting in the deep end.
Hey, I did not want to do polynomials first. That was every other high school in this district.
Oh, okay, fine.
We did not do that's why I said we started out with easier stuff last year, and they're like, no, you have to do it this way. We're like, we don't want to do it that
I
way.
really want to see the meeting that decides this is your curriculum for the next year.
Thank you. So our whole high school's like, no, we don't want to go there. And they're like, no, we're going. I'm like, so we have the 2 hardest units first, just so you guys know. So the rest of the year will be much easier, right?
Why is it like that?
I don't know why they do it that way. I know. I don't know what their thinking is. I don't want to save and close. Thank you. We've never understood their thinking, just so you guys know. They're like, because we start with adding and subtracting. I'm like, that's 1 unit. Adding, subtracting, multiplying, something you guys have all done, right? 1 lesson. And then we jump into long division and graphing and which is stuff that you've never done, which is hard. I know, right? They're like, but we start with adding and subtracting. Okay. I said that in a meeting and they all stared at me like you guys are staring at me now. So obviously my opinion doesn't matter. Okay. So you guys, okay, I'm not going to say that all over again, but I am going to just do one way and one the other way because I did not push record. Okay. So if I do this long division, I've got 2x squared minus 5x plus 3 divided by 2x minus 1. So what do I multiply? Sorry, I want to make sure you can see this. What do I multiply 2x by to get 2x squared? X, beautiful. And x times 2x is 2x squared. And x times negative 1 is negative x. And then I need to make sure I subtract both terms. So that gives me 0. And negative 5x minus a negative x gives me?
Negative 6x.
No.
Negative 4x.
Negative 4x.
Oh, wait.
Minus a minus becomes a,
Positive.
great, awesome. Okay, so 2x times what gives me negative 4x?
Negative.
Negative 2, beautiful. And negative 2 times 2x is negative 4x, and negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 3. So when I subtract those, I get 0. So my answer is x minus 2.
So,
Yes.
negative 2 times negative 1.
Oh my goodness, is positive 3. Well, thank you. It's definitely a Monday morning, and it's not even Monday. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
What is negative 2 times negative 1? Positive 2. Woo. So if I subtract them, I get a remainder of 1. So my answer should be, not this, it should be x minus 2 plus 1 all over 2x minus 1. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Add and subtract. Doing good today. Add instead of multiply. Yes. It's going to be a great day.
Yeah.
And then if we do the next one, make it fit on the screen. And I'm going to do this one using the box method, so just leave it open here.
Okay,
Okay, what?
could we reverse it? Could we, like, for the long division,
Wait, why would we this next?
could we put the big number on the outside and the smaller number inside?
No.
Okay, good to know.
That's like saying, can I say 21 divided by 7 is 7 divided by 21? Is that the same thing? No.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Does that help?
Yeah.
Okay. The whatever's in the denominator is always what I'm dividing by. Okay, so I've got 2x minus 3. And I have to get, oh, that's right. This one is, I forgot to take this one out. Okay, we're going to work through this one. 9x to the 4th. This is a lovely one. Okay, what do I multiply 2x by to get 9x to the 4th?
4.5 x to the third.
Yeah, 9 halves x to the 3rd, right? 4.5. Nice. Okay? Yeah, it sucks. I forgot.
I know the answer.
I need to make sure I take this one out. Let me put a little note in here. Change. Oh no, that's the wrong page. What do I get when I multiply by 3? Change. By negative 3. 9 halves times negative 3 gives me, anyone? What's 9 halves times negative 3?
What?
9 halves times negative 3.
Negative 27 halves.
Very good. Negative 27 halves x cubed. Okay, do I have an x cubed term in my answer? Is there an x cubed term here?
No.
No. So what do I add to negative 27 halves x cubed to get 0 x cubed? 27 halves x cubed. Whew. That's beautiful. Okay, are you guys ready? Next question. What do I multiply 2x by to get 27 halves x cubed? 27 fourths, nice. 27 fourths x squared. And 27 fourths times negative 3. Negative 80, good. Negative 81 fourths x squared. Nice job. Okay, what do I add to negative 81 fourths x squared to get positive 5x squared.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, I was helping Coach while it's intervention week, you know, doing a bunch of things.
You missed a checkpoint this morning.
Do you want me to make that up last?
Before school, after school, during lunch. Not after school on Mondays or Tuesdays, though.
Can I do before school tomorrow?
Yeah.
Negative 20 over 81. Negative 20 81.
What is it?
Negative 20 over 81.
I'm not, I need to get positive 5. So what do I add to negative 81 fourths plus what number equals 5, right?
Is it 405 over 81? Because 405 divided by 81 is 5.
So this is my equation, right?
Yeah.
This number plus this number equals 5. So if I add 81 fourths, and 5 I can write as 20 fourths. Is that not correct? So what is the answer going to be?
101 fourths.
101 fourths. Does that make sense? Are you guys okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So now what do I multiply by 2? What do I multiply 2 by to get 101 fourths? So 101 fourths, 2 times what number equals 101 fourths, basically? Divide by 2 or multiply by 1/2. It's the same thing, right? So it's what? 101 eighths. Yep. 101 eighths x. So negative 3 times 101 eighths.
Yeah.
Negative 3 times 101 eighths.
303 eighths.
Close.
303.
Negative.
Negative.
Yeah. Negative 303. Oh, that's not a 3. Wow. 303 eighths x. So again, what do I add to negative 303 eighths plus what number gives me negative 7? So if I add 303 eighths to both sides, 8 times 7 is 56. So this would be negative 56 eighths. So 303 minus 56. Guys, get your calculators out. 303 minus 56. 247, right? 247 eighths x. So what do I multiply 2 by to get 247 eighths?
247 16.
Very good. 247 sixteenths. And negative 3 times 247 times 3. Negative 741 sixteenths. And the last one we have to add is, what do I add to, I'm going to move down a little bit. What do I add negative 141 sixteenths to, plus some number that has to equal 9? 16 times 9 is 144. So this is 144 over 16 plus 741 over 16. Oh yeah, 85, thank you. 85 over 16. So there's my answer. It's just really ugly, but it is 9/2 x cubed plus 27 fourths x squared plus 101 eighths x plus and I'm going to run out of room. 247/16 plus 885 over 16 times 2x minus 3.
101 was a shot.
Okay. Ugly, right? But there are problems like that. Not on your homework, not on a checkpoint. I would never give you a problem like that on a checkpoint, just so you guys know.
You're a nice teacher.
I'm not going to say they won't give you a problem like that in college,
Yeah.
just so you know.
But that's college.
That's college. Yeah. Okay?
2x minus.
But it's adding and subtracting fractions, which you guys should know. Multiplying fractions, right? Okay. Last two problems are yours to do. So here we go. So I have 9x to the 4th plus 3x cubed plus 4x squared plus 7x plus 2 divided by 3x plus 2. Beautiful. So what do I multiply 3x by to get 9x to the 4th?
3x to the cube.
3x cubed. Beautiful. And then I multiply by both things, right? So 3x times 3x cubed is 3x to the 4th. And 3x cubed times 2 is...
Is it a 9x?
Oh, sorry, 9. Wow, I'm multiplying really well today. 9x to the 4th. Thanks. Cubed. Subtract gives me 0. And negative 3x cubed. Plus 4x squared plus 7x plus 2. Okay. What do I multiply 3x by to get negative 3x cubed? Minus x squared. Beautiful. Minus x squared. And so now I distribute this. And I get negative 3x cubed. I'm going to have to write smaller. Minus 2x squared. Yeah? And I subtract. So this goes away. And 4x squared minus a negative 2x squared is 6x squared. Plus 7x plus 2. Okay, what do I multiply 3x by to get 6x squared? 2x. Distribute. 2x times 3x, 6x squared. It is not close enough if it's not correct. 2x times 2 is 4x. Sorry, there's only one possible answer here, so if it's not the possible answer, it's not close enough, correct? I'm sorry. Some things there are more than one answer. This one there is not. So subtract. 7x minus 4x is 3x plus 2. What do I multiply 3x by to get 3x? 1. Distribute my 1 through and I get 3x plus 2. Subtract that. And this time I really do get 0. So my answer is this. Okay. So number B, I'm going to do by the box method. And on this one, I'm looking at my divisor, and I have x squared and I have 1. What's missing? X, right? So I'm going to add an x in there. So I'm going to have 3 boxes this time when I do this. I know. I am doing 3 boxes because I have 2x squared plus 0x minus 1. It just makes it a little easier when I'm trying to find my remainder.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay? So I'm trying to get 4x cubed, right? So what do I multiply 2x cubed, 2x squared by to get 4x cubed? Wow. 2x, right? And 2x times 0x is 0x squared. And 2x times negative 1 is negative 2x. So what do I add 0x squared to get negative 2x squared? Negative 2. x squared. Can't do anything with the negative 1 because there's more spaces. I can only fill in one space. I can't fill in two spaces, so I can't do anything yet. But I can say 0x times negative 2x squared gives me 0. Oh, sorry. What do I multiply 2x squared by to get negative 2x squared? Negative 1. So 0x times negative 1 is just 0x. And negative 1 times negative 1 is 1. So now these three, the x's, do I have any x's? No. So what do I add to negative 2x plus 0x plus what number gives me 0x? So negative 2x plus 0x plus what number gives me 0x?
It's just
2x, good. Okay, can I multiply 2x squared by anything to get 2x? No, I can't multiply 2x squared and get something that's less than the x squared. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So this is part of my remainder.
Is that a Q?
Where? I put R for remainder.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, it's a little part of my remainder. And then if I need to add 1 to something, 1, right? This is still always going to be 0. This middle line is always going to be what? Doesn't matter. So I have 1 plus 0 plus some number that gives me negative 3. What's that number?
Negative
1 plus 0 plus some number gives me negative 3.
3. Negative 4.
Negative 4. And here's my other remainder. So my answer should be 2x minus 1 plus 2x minus 4 divided by 2x squared minus 1. That's it.
1.
Done. Okay? So today, you guys are, for the next 20-ish minutes, 25 minutes, you're just working on your homework. Okay?
Where is?
Delta math.
Oh, fun.
And if you finish that one, a lot of you have other delta math to finish. Because there's only one person, actually, that almost has all of his delta math finished.
Okay, now, who is that?
So here, oh, wrong page.